Okay, well, the average American thinks that, oh, grants aren't for me from the government. They're for people like maybe who came over on the Mayflower or indigenous Americans here, and there's grants for them, or people with, uncles that did something or some weird stuff. No, they're not. They're for average Americans. That's why we have it. We have all these government grants that the government, passes laws to put into place to give money to people to better their lives. That's what we do with all the tax money. $4 trillion every year goes out like this. Okay, and it is for average people. Now, here are the kinds of things you could get, and a decent amount of money too. Not just, $1.50 or $1,000. No, $10,000 or more. Like there's a national rent program called the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. There's a national organization that shows you where this is in every state. See, there's a national program. It gives us this organization to keep track of what office in each state to apply for. If you go to that website, ncsha.org, and look for the Emergency Rental Assistance, you'll see a map of the United States, and this is from COVID, so there's not a lot of states that have some of that money. So if your state doesn't have that money, then you have another place. What you do is you go local. Now that's where the real money is, and you go to a place called findhelp.org, and you put in rental assistant, okay? You put in rent, and here, for where I live, I put in rent, and there's 79 organizations, nonprofit organizations that help people pay their rent. Now, wow. And you thought you didn't even know there was one rental program, right? No, there's 80 where I live. Where you live, there could be more. See, that's what you have to do. And then it's a numbers game. It's like looking for a job. You don't, call one office and say, hey, do you have money? And they say no, and then you go home, wait for them to change their mind. No, like a job. If you're looking for a job and you call one office and they say no, you don't go home. You go to another place. And that's what it is. So now you have 79 places to look for this money, because they're all there to give you money or help you find money. Every website I give you will never ask for money. They only give you money. Now, how do you like that? See, that's why you can't go to Google. Okay, so maybe it's a mortgage you have. Well, you go to that same major office to see about the National Mortgage Program, and that's the Housing Homeowners Assistance Fund. Okay, now a lot more states have that kind of mortgage money, and that could be up to $50,000 or more, to pay back mortgages and future mortgages. So you go to that ncsha.org, find your local office, contact them, and again, if they don't have any money, or they say, oh, you're too funny looking to get this money, whatever excuse they make, then you have to go local. And you go local, baby, and put in housing. And here, mortgage help, 61 offices, and that's go to findhelp.org. So now you have 60 places to go to. So that's right. And the best way to contact these people is on the phone. Show them you're a human being and really need money and have a problem, financial problem. They get paid to solve your financial problems, right? People on Google want you to pay them to solve your financial problems. These organizations already got paid, so they don't have to ask you for money. They just have to help you, okay? And that's why they're there. And some are good, some are bad, or whatever. That's why you keep going till you hit somebody that really could help you. Okay, here. You want to get $10,000 to get a new heating and cooling system, right? And utilities and stuff like that. Well, a lot of states have this. Here's one called Home Uplift, where they give you $10,000 to get a new heating and cooling system. Now that's pretty good, isn't it? Okay, now if you need more than that, again, my favorite little place is that findhelp.org. Okay, and when you go to findhelp.org and you put in your zip code, now you want to put in home repairs, and that'll tell you, all the programs are there. And there gotta be dozens and dozens of programs in every city in the country that will help you with that. Okay, what else can you get? How about new appliances? Well, Biden just came out with a new program that's going to be going into operation in about the next week or two. And they're giving up to $14,000 to buy energy efficient appliances. Right, this is, you don't have to pay for anything. They get it all, and it's in every state. Okay, now it's just starting. So in the next month or two, they're going to have this money. So you want to know where it is now, so you're the first in line, because it's probably going to be a first come, first serve. How do you find that? You go to this listing, go to energy.gov. And put in state energy offices. You want to find your state energy offices. It's all on that list there. Contact them and say, hey, when's the appliance grant going to be available? And they'll tell you when, where, get on the mailing list, and you'll be the first in line to get up to $14,000 to find new appliances, okay? So that's only around the house and everything, but how about healthcare? Well, how about prescription drugs? Free prescription drugs, man. People paying fortunes on prescription drugs. You don't have to do that. That's right. You don't have to do that. It's all available for free if you know where to ask. Now, here's a good place to ask. Now, it may not be a full $10,000, maybe more or less or whatever. It all depends on what drug you're taking. But here's how to find out what programs are available for the drugs that you're taking. You go to Needy, Needy, like I'm needy. I need this. Needy Meds, MEDS, okay? NeedyMeds.org. You go there and save on prescription drugs. All the government programs there. Up to 100% of all your drug programs are solved there. So that's the story of government grants. They're all there, and no matter where you're watching this, I'll put this link in the description below. So you have all the links that I talked about in this video. Remember, it's not going to happen unless you make it happen. See, these people that give out money and free services and everything, you can't wait for them to come into your door. They're not like the Lone Ranger coming into town and save the day. No, you have to save your own day, and you got to find them, and you can't find them in Google. So go to these places like I tell you about, findhelp.org or 211.org, and start calling people. You have to talk to people. You can't, win the lottery by just going on Google and going around in circles for days and years and centuries sometimes. You go to the people who know this. There are people in your neighborhood that get grants to help you solve financial problems. They're the people you want to talk to. They're the people who want to show you. That's what we do at letsgohelp.com. Is you can ask us 100 questions on anything. We give unlimited personal help to apply for every grant you're eligible for. We have members that help members. Almost every day we have live broadcasts of people live. You'll see them on video, free, answer your questions. And they're better than me because they just start learning how to get this money like you are. Me, I've been doing this for 50 years and I dress like a clown. Why would you believe me? But these people just joined and they got money. So they're there to help you all for free. And we give out our own grants. Members, we give over $75,000 each month to members. This became profitable and I had no idea why. I'm a crazy man. So what we do with our profits, we give it back to people because I want to spend the rest of my life just helping people solve problems because I know about this stuff. Very few other people know as much as I do, so that the average person in America could start taking advantage of every government grant this country has to offer. They give out over $22,000 every year to people. Every year, $22,000. You got to ask, though. You don't get it. You got to play to win. So let me help you. If you help me or not, just go to findhelp.org, and they'll help you too.